Alright guys, today we're going to record a little Laloon how-to video. We're going to focus on war attacks. So I'm going to go ahead and go into our war log here. You can see we've had a couple pretty close wars, but we've won our most recent one. So I'm actually going to go into the second war that we had here, and I'm going to focus on a couple of Laloon attacks. First of all, we're going to go ahead here and show whatever. Now, you can see whatever here is doing a Laloon spam here. Very high level Town Hall 10, except no Inferno Tower. So, pretty high level point defenses. Whatever had the benefit of knowing that there was a Lava Hound and a Balloon in the clan castle. So, anytime you know that, you should be thinking, how can I Laloon this base? So, what I'm going to focus on first is how to break down the base. Here's the clan castle radius. Luckily doesn't matter because there's a Lava Hound in there. It can't attack air troops. So what we're focusing on is killing this level 40 Archer Queen here, which we're going to end up doing with a skeleton spell. As you can see, it takes a max 1 in the clan castle. Under a rage spell, that skeleton spell will do a lot of damage. And then we're going to look at what we can pick off, which is mainly this Archer Tower here. So let's go ahead and play it. See, two balloons there are going to be used to take out that Archer Tower. And now he's going to start his Laloon portion. So you can see Max Lava Hound from the clan castle there is going to be deployed at an angle at this first air defense with a couple of targeted balloons. And what you can see, this is the key to Lava Balloon, is targeting those balloons as specific defenses. So 2 balloons at any ground targeting defense and 3 at any air targeting defense. So we'll watch. He's going to deploy a few here at each one. And then if you look down here, he's going to use a second Lava Hound at an angle. So you do not deploy both Lava Hounds in the same place. You send them at different locations at the same air defense so that they will soak up the max amount of troops, or traps. So in they go. You can see Lava Hound there eats a black air mine. Unfortunately, balloons eat that red air mine there. Now look, already a hound popping, level 40 Archer Queen's hopping over there. Rage spell to help the pups assist in a kill, and the skeleton spell is going down right now. So as you can see, balloons are working in, killing the defenses, and he wastes no time in deploying the second round of hounds, also in at separate locations at the same air defense, with balloons immediately following, targeted at those defenses. They're working in. Archer Queen is dead. So you can see the rage spell with the skeletons and the lava pups have killed that level 40 queen in a mere matter of seconds. So troops working in. Still a couple lava hounds alive. Uses a heal spell there. That's a great heal spell because he knows all those balloons are going to path right through it. And they're going to heal those balloons up to full. So still a lava hound alive. Great rage spell there is going to push those balloons in a hurry to the remainder of the air targeting defense. Hound pops. Now, this is another thing you can do with Lava Hound, is use your heroes on the back end to tank defenses. So he's going to deploy the Barb King and Archer Queen on the far side of the base to start taking some hits. So, being that whatever's a Town Hall 10, he's got that extra rage spell, powers that remainder of the balloons through. Good tanking there by the Barb King on the Wiz Tower. It's just going to be too much for the remainder of the base, and that's that. So the Wiz Tower is still focused on Barb King. Archer Queen's going to take it out, though, before it can do any damage to those balloons. No defenses left. Took an unnecessary poison even. Probably could have used a haste instead. But that's going to work out for whatever. So that'll show you a little bit of how to take out a 9.5. Now we're going to move back into the war map, and we're going to check out some Town Hall 9 Laloon action. So we'll move down, we'll see how Kraken takes out this Town Hall 9. So this is a pretty standard Town Hall 9 composition that we use. Call it a queen pop, but it's a bit of a variation because we're going to take a skeleton spell that's going to help us kill the Archer Queen. So what we're looking at here, step 1 is pulling the clan castle. So we check out that radius. What we can see is if we zap out this air defense here, it's going to give us a pretty easy CC pull. And then we're going to have a path straight through with these air defenses. So let's see what Kraken does here. She's going to zap out that air defense that I talked about and work on pulling the clan castle out, which is always step number one. If that clan castle survives, you're in trouble. So you better get it out and you better kill it, and then your attack goes from there. So unfortunately, several Teslas pop here unexpectedly, but what she's going to do immediately is drop extra balloons and is actually going to use a spell here once she realizes that's way too much damage for those few balloons. It's going to pull out one whiz and trigger some bombs. So it got pretty deep there, so she knows that's all that's in that clan castle to target air. So she's going to pull it to the corner. Luckily, this guy gave her a corner builder hut to pull to and kill it with the Archer Queen. So now, immediately, she's not wasting any time, drops the Lava Hound across the face of the defenses, and if you look at where she dropped it, it's going to take that Archer Tower's fire, so this balloon can come in and clean that mortar. And what you want to be looking at is either rotating clockwise or counterclockwise around the base. In this case, she's going to choose clockwise deployment. So Lava Hound down there, targeted balloons coming in, and then she's going to drop the second hound here down from the south at an angle with balloons behind. So watch those whiz towers. They're firing on that Lava Hound. If she hadn't dropped it there, instead if she dropped it up here, it would not be tanking those whiz towers. So key deployment. Sends in a third Lava Hound and a fourth there to tank that Tesla as the balloons come around. And you can see they've been targeted at the defenses. No rage spells used yet because she had to use that one. Uses it down there, trying to take out these splash defenses, which is smart. Lava Hound's going to take that out there, and plenty of balloons left. Archer Queen actually ended up killing the enemy Archer Queen, which worked out well, and that's going to be that. So good use there of the rotational deployment, taking care of business. So another good Laloon attack, cleaning things up, but we'll show you a more traditional Queen Pop Laloon next. We'll move on and watch Iggy here, coming up on number 10. Now, this is the type of base you're really looking for with a Laloon. So, Expos on ground, perfect opportunity. We're going to look at the clan castle radius here. You're going to want to lure the clan castle. So, let's see how Iggy does it. So, we'll go ahead and play it here. Iggy's going to decide to zap out that center air defense. Because if you look at it, you've got these air defenses pathed in an L shape. That's what you want to get. So once she zaps out that, we're going to have a pretty clear lure. You can see the CC radius is covering that Archer Tower, but she's going to use 5 balloons to make sure that that lure happens. You really don't want to mess up the lure. It's much better to use too many balloons going in than have to correct later and use even more balloons. So gets the dragon out, pulls it over there to the corner with an archer. Key. The main thing you're going to do is pull it, use a couple archers to tank, and just take it out with the Archer Queen. So you can see how easily the Archer Queen cuts through that dragon. Now, Laloon portion begins again, sending them in an angle. You can see with that lure cut off, there's no defenses over here. So the Laloon portion will go in a clockwise direction, and that's what you're looking for. So in comes the balloons targeted at the defenses. Second Lava Hound dropped at an angle at that same air defense, and then she doesn't waste any time sending in the second set of loons, or Lava Hounds with loons behind at that second air defense. Rage spell used there, that's going to push in at that first air defense, get that killed. They're fighting against a blower there, so good use there. Another rage deep in the base. Tesla farm pops, so good use there. Gonna push the balloons through, and then you can see she waits on these balloons until the Lava Hounds are tanking that air defense. Targets a few more in. You can see on the backside she's actually using those pups and a skeleton spell to kill the Archer Queen. So down goes the Archer Queen. She's gone. Just too much. Still has a fully unpopped hound. And that's the end of that. We'll speed it along. They're just working through defenses now and cleaning up. So fully unpopped hound at the end of that raid. Expos on ground is definitely what you're looking for. So I'll post part 2 of this video, and we'll keep going with a little bit more how-to Laloon.